Good evening and welcome back to Underrail. Last time we wrapped up at the Nexus of Technology, and as promised, we're starting back up at the expedition camp to turn in and see what new objectives we're given. Hope everyone is doing well tonight. Also, we've had long enough. I am going to go into the inventory kit tent. I'm going to be really sad if we're done with Marcus and Tony. So we can't even report about the Nexus. I did look into it, and it seems like I did do everything at the Nexus of Technology. We are done there, so... Oh, there is one thing that happened along the way. One moment. So I was going on to an island because I just noticed a really small. I was like, okay, let's take a quick look, right? And just ran up on there, didn't bother going into stealth, and immediately encountered another hermit crab. And we got the pillow-shaped sponge. This hermit was living a comfy life before you came along, worth 2 oddity points, which puts us currently at 44 out of 62. I'd say one more good location, and we're gonna hit 28? 28. So, if we don't have anything there, I guess we're free to travel now? You take a look at this for me? Okay, I'll get to work straight away. Okay, can I ask you about XR yet? No. So now we'll have we have Mark Bright and Lisa Jackson. Hydrothermal vents, article for the Lemurian Intelligencer. The existence of hydrothermal vents had been known to humanity for many years before the end of the Old Era, and while they were well studied and the mechanisms by which they operate well understood at that time, harnessing missing, difficult challenge and would happen only in the years just before the descent. These vents, missing, fissures in the planet's surface that issue geothermally heated water, and are primarily found deep below the ocean surface in regions where the tectonic plates spread from one another. Missing, with the average depth being just over 2 kilometers, it is clear that the path to exploitation of these rich sources is one laid with some quite imposing obstacles. In addition, some of the other more effective ways of producing energy made perusing hydrothermal vents as valid energy sources a rather costly and inferior option during the early 21st century of the Old Era. But the world was changing rapidly in these deleterious times of human existence, missing, but the future was costly. The exploitation of fossil fuels itself fueled political avarice and extermination of millions of missing, most brutal wars of the world missing, for if food comes before morality, so do hydrocarbon energy sources. The reason missing, their finiteness, and the growing hunger of a modern society that needed to be sated with exponentially more energy. Thus, more and more political entities, be it countries or supercorporations, were forced to turn to renewable missing. New Frontiers technology made it their mission to rely only on renewable energy sources: sunlight, wind, waves, missing, geothermal heat if available. It was our saving grace that we had developed these technologies to a high degree before the missing, staring into the eyes of extinction otherwise. One successful NFT project was Lemuria, the world we live in, and it is the inquiry into the exploitation of geothermal sources that has made Lemuria possible. In the chaotic final days of the old era, a global investigation had been performed by New Frontier Technologies in order to find suitable locations missing, Tenebrous Dome Lake missing, abundant gases in the lake bed, the relative seclusion, relative meaning that Underrail is still not too far away, spaciousness of the caverns, and thriving underwater and terrestrial life, all further attributed to missing. Riches in life is precisely the product of these hydrothermal vents, because the energy and precipitation of the minerals from the vents support the chemosynthetic bacteria, which are in turn being consumed by the larger organisms, and the food chain continues from there. The relatively small depth of the vents made harnessing energy from them a simple task for NFT, so sensibly all facilities were, and still are, being powered by hydrothermal energy. This natural decentralization of power sources missing, each facility had to have its own generator, granted, LIT4U AVAC transformers have been installed to transfer energy between facilities in case of emergency, but these ended up being used rarely, the most notable case being the power failure at Lemco in LE21. The generators that were used were LXSCRC70U supercritical Kestrel cycle generators, designed specifically missing, installed at the base of each facility atop their respective hydrothermal vent. Each facility is equipped with power substation units, singular devices based on an old SEDAR power generators. These units are directly connected to primary generators, performing a variety of functions such as regulating distribution, electrical current conversion, and backup generation, missing. Reason why the SEDAR design was used as the basis for the unit. The vents themselves range between 200 and 400 degrees centigrade in temperature, with some of them providing in excess of 50 megawatts, whereas generators themselves were designed to last for more than 200 years. The estimate for dry versions, aka non-underwater, is about 250 years, which convincingly relates to how well designed and coded the U versions have become at that particular time. I will conclude my article here. As I have already mentioned, there are more reasons why hydrothermal vents have proven useful to us. The minerals being precipitated are collected and processed. The biota, that pronunciation keeps throwing me off. The biota, there we go, being supported by the vents, missing, and the tall smokers and corals make up for a stunning landscape which grasps the viewer and doesn't let go. I will leave elaboration of these, however, to someone more competent in the respective subjects. Would that be Lisa Jackson? First draft of Naga Protectors. Note, think of a better name. Article for the Lemurian Intelligencer. Today they have been finally unveiled, the Naga Protectors. Named after the mythical creatures of the old era, missing, pinnacle of Lemurian engineering, missing, embodiment of the Lemurian style. But first, I would like to start at the very beginning. Note, expand the intro a little bit. Even before the descent, the 6 supercorporations have always had paradigms when it came to robotic design and development, often with completely opposite goals. First example, Biocore viewed robots as nothing more than mere autonomous tools, and so they designed them accordingly. They were limited to little or no interactivity with humans. They were to be fairly simple in shape, rather cubic for the most part, as to facilitate mass production. Missing, lacking any and all decorative features, missing, with abilities strictly confined to the domain of their work. Some were made for security, some for heavy lifting, and some were modular, missing. All of them were made as one would make a tool, missing. Nothing more. Whereas Bionic Institute viewed things a bit differently, missing. Their ultimate goal was to merge humans and machines, flesh and metal, grown and manufactured. Missing was natural that their robots were viewed more than just simple tools to be used and discarded once they were no longer useful. Missing considered members of their society equal, as much as, at least, to those who made them. They were being developed to be intelligent and sentient, to think, feel, and dream. Missing. Love even. Oh no. Oh no. Where artificial met its limits, natural was used to augment it, and vice versa. That was how they viewed it, and that was how they did it. The exact opposite of Biocore. Note, use synonyms for viewed. It repeats a lot. Missing. Next example, security agency. They built machines for war. Missing. Innumerable series of warbots have been produced and perfected, some even manufactured by other, greater warbots that were designed to continuously output new machines, no matter the theater or threat they were in. Missing. Range from the cheapest and simplest, like D drones or the RX-5s, the cybernetic foot soldiers. Missing. Largest and most destructive, the dreaded orbital devastators, capable of eradicating their enemies from the edge of the thermosphere with precision and mercilessness no living creature can ever achieve. Missing. Responsible for millions of deaths alone. Missing. Built to obey and destroy, and they were used by the SA themselves, but also anyone who could afford them. Note, add, missing. Warbots never had missing markings. New frontier technology, we made ours to construct, to raise, to manufacture, to terraform, to serve not only their owners, but humanity and the environment. Wherever humanity could and would go, appropriate robots could and would follow. Missing. The Earth's orbit. Missing. The deepest point in the ocean. Missing. Isolated underground cavern. Missing. We developed our robots for the environment. The basic paradigm remained unchanged wherever we are. This paragraph is a lot shorter than others, but I suppose NFT does not need much explanation. So we come to Lemuria. Our needs here in this underground world are completely different than they were in the place where we could look at the sky and the sun. Missing. Absence of the sun has made a huge impact on missing Lemurian style. Missing. Talking about is this. We had the technology to survive and change the world, but there was nothing beautiful down here. It's all water and dirt, darkness. And no matter missing, terraform, even if we one day surround ourselves with grass and forests, missing, would never replace the lack of a shining sun. The few oldest among us still remember it, but even those who have never seen it do miss it. Note, shorten the section, the sun part is a bit rambly. Missing, turn to water motives. Missing, sensibly, it was the primary source of inspiration. Missing, absence of the sun. The distinct Lemurian style developed quickly. Missing, among other things, gave birth to the servants. Oh no, it's fate. It's fate all over again. Based upon the long-standing helpers which literally built our facilities, the servants were improved in all aspects. Note, remove the sun part and merge this with the previous paragraph. Still could use a few more lines in Lemurian style, however. Functionality-wise, they were adapted to operating in this specific environment. Missing. Just a few examples. Missing. Solar cells for emergency powering were removed for obvious reasons. Missing. Electric actuators were upgraded from A900 to LA910WP, waterproof version designed for Lemuria. Missing. Sensitive components were as well replaced with more suitable variants. Missing. AI has been upgraded to allow the servants to swim and perform other actions while partially or fully submerged. Note, don't need more examples, already elaborated on that in the previous article. Okay, can we just pause and wait and appreciate the fact that, at least that I'm aware of, that there is no threat of being attacked by strongmen and handmaidens while in jet ski segments? That is actually a terrible thought. Missing major changes was the way servants are being stored. Instead of being stacked in tubular pods and moved out of sight, missing, servants would retire to olivalt pedestals which would recharge them. Missing, blend in with the other purely decorative statues. Missing, pedestals charge them by means of electromagnetic induction, so the top surface is nice and flat. Note, nice and flat? Patonko. Missing, having servants rest in the hallways has had an added benefit of them being more easily available. Their idleness served, missing, aesthetic purpose. As the olivalt stone proved too heavy for the servants, a special kind of coating was developed to give their skin an appearance indistinguishable from olivalt. This coating is slowly reducing the use of olivalt globally, but that is a wholly different subject. Note, should add in there somewhere that the coding is called OC40. For years, these improved helpers, the servants, have served us well. Note, should rephrase that, sounds silly to me reading it now. Missing, community thrived, our technology became more advanced. Missing, cannot forever remain in isolation, and that someday all that we have built here will come under severe threat. We are not security agency, but we should not be defenseless. The recent militarization program of the Joint Security Command missing terrestrial guardian robot, equipped with heavy weaponry, but would also serve an aesthetic function similar to that of the servants missing. The same pedestal-based recharging and type of surface coating were to be used with perhaps slight modifications. Missing. That's where these similarities end, for the Naga Protectors are not here to do heavy lifting or to prepare our meals. Missing, kill our opponents. Missing, the new LZZ-2 fusion cannon, which proved missing, easily surpasses any other weapons we possess when it comes to raw destructive power. Missing, capable of eliminating pretty much all targets short of T-12 rated armored vehicles in a single hit. Missing, what else is more fitting to carry such a weapon than the largest of our servants, or should I say, protectors? The cannons are installed inside the protector's mouth and are completely concealed until engagement. Missing. The first 2 units unveiled today have been posted in the Nexus of Technology's courtyard. There was only one, though. And we will be seeing more and more. Missing. They will be sitting atop their pedestals so that we may marvel at their beauty. But when danger finally draws near, missing, rise and glow so that we may marvel at their might. Final note, the whole text is too long. I should have to cut something or split this into 2 articles, or else Alexander will never accept us. That was kind of long, admittedly. Professor! Oh, I guess I have to manually go to him if I want to actually talk. Yahota, where's the ferryman? So I'm gonna go and see about meeting with and talking to the ferryman, because I have been putting it off since I did encounter him just traveling through the sea. I believe that was the first time that's actually happened for me. But, well, I wasn't in a position to record at that point. I wasn't just going to record that. So I didn't go with it at that point in time. But if he's here now, and he's not... Yahota! Ferryman? How? You had to have lied. There is no way he teleported in... Yeah, no. Okay. So, you know what? We're going to do a little bit of extra exploration for the moment. Fill out the naval map. Oh. Okay. We'll see what we can see what we can find and such. A ladder down. Because I kind of don't want to go to a new facility if he hasn't said anything. I know I said that we're probably in the clear, but boy, getting burnt once. Ooh. It's some fair quality, admittedly. So that's just one of their disposal shafts, I guess. But there is more in this direction that's actually got land, so let's see what we find. Probably just connects to the siphoner pool, I believe. Yeah. Oh well. So, and on that note, we do finally have a general idea of the scale of the expedition map. Now, it does look kind of filled out, but there's a lot of stuff we haven't actually touched yet. On that note, what have we actually cleared? So we know what that is. That's us. So we're going to want to touch Lemurian Health Center, Lemurian Manufacturing, or Lemco. Yeah, there's a few places we're going to want to hit. This should be... Oh? Oh, wait, I think I remember this. Yeah, this is where we, I guess ruined one of their, rituals on a smaller scale. Might as well fill in these last few squares in this general vicinity. Oh. Doesn't seem there's actually anything here, though. Oh, I see a footlocker, so this one's at least worth checking out. Okay. Oh, we got cave hoppers. Wait, why aren't you... Okay, here? Okay. Okay. I'll admit that's a... Oh, can I not walk along this part? Huh, guess not. I'll admit that empty footlocker is a bit odd. Forked rock, we unfortunately already have all of those. Oh. Okay. I'm curious. That's spider webs. I think it is. Yes, it's me. Really? Really? I would throw the grenade, but that's honestly a waste for one target. Okay. Could have gone better, but could have gone worse. And more. Alright, that actually went really well, all considered. Sure, we'll take that and probably use it on our, armor, because it's probably seen a little bit of wear by now. Good on him for bringing the TNT for us, though. Alright. So it doesn't need to be right up on the things. What? How did you beat me? Oh, whoopsie. Well, that's easily addressable. Am I literally 1 point short? 2 points short. Okay. Alright. Get the puff puff and drop the boom boom. No? Okay. Still no? I'm a little bit surprised, but okay. Oh, there it is. Hmm. Still no? Wow. Oh. Hmm. Wait for the debuffs to go away. And do the puff puff. Alright. Might as well say we did kill a good many. I saw you wiggling in the shadows. More fish. More fish. More fish. Didn't realize we had fisher spiders. Oh, no wonder there was so many. Jeez. Did I summon crabs by walking here? Wait, what was that other one? Okay. Is it literally just break one set of rocks and you get it? Maybe? That would explain why we had so much to deal with. Can we do anything with this? No, because that's water. Oh, and there's... well... layers? What is that? Y'all tried. Okay. So, we've actually covered most of this cave now. TNT. Yes, dynamite. We're just gonna make quick work of this batch. Oh, another one of those spider web networks. Worth another oddity point. Huh. Were these pirates? Oh, I'll take that at least. You know what? We're going to take the Molotov. we might find some use for it in the future. But, okay. So basically one big spider nest with some poor and unfortunate fools. Alright, well, that was an okay little diversion. Yohota! Where's my boy at? Okay, so he's up in the north. Oh, So, I guess we'll keep filling out the sea tiles for now. See if we can't find my boy in the middle of his transit somewhere. Oh, and by the way, though I did not go and explore there, I found the infamous... oh. I ended up backtracking it, but I did find the infamous Fetid Marsh. And you know we'll be going there eventually. Okay. Yeah, as you can see, this thing is so much faster. Conversely, that means I actually need to pay attention, because otherwise I could run into serpents. Red Rune Rock, worth 2. Take that. Another pearl. Gladly take that. We're at 47 out of 62. Well, speaking of, there's some lepers now. Which I'm sure I can handle them with the higher hit chances and everything, but really don't want to bother. Unless necessity strikes. Nothing? Okay then. Oh, is this another camp of theirs? Well, not a camp, but they did have some stuff stored here. Okay. We... So we can't... Oh, I'll need to recharge. So this is the Blistering Shores. Or we're at least really close to it. We went here, which was linked to the village. So that's going to be another way into it that's not just directly with them. So head down over here. And again, another location of the blistering cores, and there's even a sea route in. I'm just checking that. I guess we can go grab the box as well. Or no, because we can't actually go there. And do I really feel like... Alright, we'll save and see. You know, I mean, I have a 47% chance to hit when they're submerged. That's actually kind of okay. Oh. Could have done this. Not that it mattered. Still, that was definitely much more agreeable. Very nice quality. Ooh. Well, it makes sense that I could take damage from the geysers. Y'all can literally do nothing to me. Why? Why did you initiate? But, okay, so yeah, we could totally just sail in here. I don't want to immediately be thrust into combat the second I walk in there later. Actually, I should recharge the fist. Well, I see the pile. And that is a Rose Nautilus. Another one of those, and the last one of that we can get. Worth 1 oddity, and we are at 48 out of 62. Nice. Is this... Okay. So we'll get these last 3 squares, see where the ferryman is, and if we can end the session on his boat, that would be great. Ooh. Oh well. Yeah, as long as I can hit them, they're not too bad. Okay. Oh, I see lights. How about to ruin some people's days? Whoops. I overshot. I think I'm about to ruin some people's day. Or not. I still take their stuff, though. Okay. Well, that was, a little bit underwhelming. We still got more over here, but yeah, we can get that next time. Yohota, where's my boy? Damn, he's still there? Well, if that's the case, then he should be coming back to the muties. So, not as eventful as I was hoping, but... Oh, that's the hermit crab in question. By the way, the one I encountered off recording. So, not as, as amazing or eventful a session as I would have hoped, but we did at least map some things out. You know what? I'd say that is worth it. Ooh, ooh. Oh well. That's kind of funny, actually. That's hilarious. That's busted. Okay. Really expensive on battery, but that was funny, so I'll take it. Thanks for coming. Yohota, do you see my boy? So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for him to come to Muty Island, and that's where I will save and start us up next time, but I can wait for him with the, game on and recording off. You don't have to wait here with me for him. So, as always, thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Y'all take care of yourselves, and I hope you have wonderful evenings. We've gotten past what I think is the absolute worst of the DLC. That's addressing the native population, and then, of course, the Crimson Meadows Center. So I think at this point we're just going to have a pretty smooth run, and then when we're done with the expedition, which will still be a good few sessions out, we'll continue with the waterway exploration that I put off for so long, and we will eventually wrap things up with the Institute of Chort. But that's several sessions out and a good while besides, so I will see you next time on Underrail, and we'll have some interesting discussions with the ferryman.